What's up, guys? You're welcome to David Data Channel once again, where we talk about data science, productivity, and faith. On today's video, I'm going to be talking about how I overcame and how I am overcoming imposter syndrome. Yeah, the imposter syndrome. All right, so if it's your first time, please hit the subscribe button and also click the like button. As this also helps me overcome the imposter syndrome, right? Right. All right, so let's go down to business. Okay, so first of all, what is imposter syndrome? So I'm just going to read what I have here, right? I'm just going to read it out. Okay, so it says imposter syndrome is loosely defined as doubting your abilities and feeling like a fraud. It disproportionately affects high achieving people who find it difficult to accept their accomplishments. Many question whether they are deserving of accolades. Yeah, all this is big grammar. But then a lot of us have experienced or are experiencing imposter syndrome, particularly if you're in the data space where there's so much to learn. Where it's almost as though the more you're learning, the more you're seeing things you don't know anything about. It's almost as though the more you see, the more you look, the less you see. And you oftentimes you get to feel like, oh, am I really good enough? Can I apply for this job? Or you see a data role and you're like, can I apply? And then you feel like I'm not good enough for it, and stuff like that. I know this is something that happens to most of us, even the best of us, even the field. People who have even grown high in data space, they still get to feel like an imposter sometimes because they get to hear terms, they get to hear tools that are that are in the industry that they have not used yet, and then they get that feeling of being an imposter. Right. So today I'm going to share with us some tips of which I've used to overcome, and I'm constantly overcoming the imposter syndrome. Like I said, click the like button, right, as that would really help me. Okay, so I'm going to be sharing with us some tips about that. So a quick joke about deserving accolades. Like sometimes, not sometimes, most times, I like to uh, give myself some accolade. I like to give myself some accolade. So I remember when I did a modern data stack, right, using Airbyte, BigQuery, DBT, and Metabase. So the first time I launched the live, I launched on production live, the pipeline live on production, and I built the first dashboard on Metabase. Uh, so after building the first dashboard on Metabase, after like the whole pipeline and all, on description, because Metabase allows you to describe, to put the description on each of your charts or your dashboard. I put the description and I wrote like this is the first Metabase live dashboard, and I put in brackets, well done, bro. Really, when I read it later on, I was like, oh my god, David, you're not serious. But then those are the kind of things that help you like overcome imposter syndrome. Okay, so let's go to the real point here. Point number one is that you take action. You don't get results from wishes, you get results from taking action. And one of the things that imposter syndrome tries to make you do is not to take action. Let's say, for example, you see a job that you feel like I have studied enough. I have learned my data visualization, data cleaning. I can work well with CQ, with NumPy and Pandas. I can do analysis with my Excel. And then you see a job, and then they say 3 years experience, and then you just have like you don't even have experience, and you're like, am I good enough? Can I apply for this? You don't, and so you eventually don't do anything. Overcoming imposter syndrome starts from you taking action. So even in the midst of when you feel inadequate, you need to take action. And that's something I've learned over time to always like take action. Once it's in my mind and I want to do it and I feel like it's the best thing for me to do, I go ahead and do it, right? The best thing that can happen is that I'll fail. And I've had a couple of failures like that, yeah. But then I feel like it's better I fail trying than living with the regrets of never trying at all. So whenever you have that imposter syndrome telling you you're not good enough, don't do it, hold on, wait till it's perfect, right? Just go ahead and do it. The YouTube I'm doing right now, like this video you're watching, I almost feel like, guy, you're not good enough. What do you have to say? I know, but no, I just go ahead and do it, right? I just go ahead and do it. And my subscribers are increasing, yeah. So hit the subscribe button, right? Yeah, thank you. So the first point here is always, guys, take action, right? Don't let anybody deceive you. Don't go about thinking that this and or that. Just go ahead and take the action. You don't have what information you need, take the action. You don't have what the skills you need, take the action. You want to do that project, take the action. You want to work on that data set on Kaggle, start. The data set looks like it's so mighty you can't work on it, just start somewhere. just start somewhere. As long as my pastor see, you will learn along the journey, right? All right. Thank you. Number 2 point is have a mentor. Having a mentor is really a great privilege in life, career, whatever, because they help you navigate paths you have not navigated before. They help you navigate paths that you are trying to navigate yourself. Yeah. So I remember when I was working with Airbyte for the first time, I had some issues in my connection, my connectors, and all that. And I spoke to Opeyemi, and I was like, Opeyemi, please, I'm having issues. And he was like, check. Are you on their Slack group? I said, yes, I'm on their Slack group. He said, I can ask the question there. Then he said, he even now said that if I even search his name, I will see that he has asked questions before in the past as well when he was trying to understand the tool and use it better for his own data pipeline. And then when I searched and I saw it, I saw the several question he was asking, and I'm like, oh my god, open me, my mentor is asking questions. Ew. And I felt good, like, okay, so he was in a point where I am currently, and that makes me realize that, okay, bro, you can actually do it here. You're not bad. You're just in a journey, right? If it was there, that means you're just being here, and definitely soon enough you would get out of that phase, right? So really, you need to have a mentor in your career, in your finances, spiritually, people that can help you make you realize that, okay, bro, you are doing good. You may not be there yet, but then, hey, you're good. And then once they give you their experiences, you realize that, okay, I can forge ahead and make more progress. Okay. And then the third point is that you need to associate with people of like minds. When I say people of like minds, people who around you who can see your progress and then validate you. Because oftentimes we don't get to see our progress ourselves. So, for example, I was in the banking and I was learning data science on the side, Python, SQL, Excel. I did several projects even before I got my first role. And at the same time, I still felt like I wasn't good enough. But then having friends around me, who knew when I had zero skills in data science, and who could see my progress even when it was oblivious to me because I had this high target I want to get to, like very, 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 very high place. So where I was compared to where I really wanted to be did not really match, and so I felt I wasn't making progress. But these people around me could see where I was objectively and where I am, and then they could regularly tell me that, hey bro, you're making good progress, man. You're really good at this stuff. And so when you have people around you, association around you who validates your progress, who validates your increase, then it really goes a long way to overcoming imposter syndrome. Yes, it really goes a long way to overcoming imposter syndrome. So guys, and finally, the last but not the least, I'm a Christian, and I believe in the Word of God. Like David Data is about data science, productivity, and faith, and something that I have put in practice that I know has helped me overcoming imposter syndrome and my abilities is the Word of God, right? So when I read and meditate on God's promises over my life, it makes me to see myself how God sees me, in spite of my current abilities or in spite of however I may feel I am. But when I get to meditate and see how God sees me, it lifts me up and makes me realize that, okay, bro, hey, you're good. Hey, bro, you're a star, right? So, okay. So that's really some tips from me here on how I've been able to overcome imposter syndrome, how I am taking action, discussing with my mentors, having a group of people around me who are able to see my progress and validate me, and then lastly the Word of God. And I'm hoping you're able to get a thing or two out of this video, and then you would not let imposter syndrome stop you from reaching your goals, your dreams, and your aspirations. Okay, so that is that for this video. Till we meet again in our next video, don't forget to keep on learning data science, keep on becoming productive, and keep on subscribing. All right, bye.